Hello, this is Positive Vibes Enterprise. I'm Tom Goodwin, and this is Michelle Ronquillo.
Hello, everybody.
And the subject today has to do with competition and comparison with other people. And a lot of times, when I'm on spiritual sites, people will say, um, they'll say you shouldn't compare yourself with other people, it'll make you unhappy. Well, the only way you can understand yourself, understand your abilities and limitations, is to compare yourself with other people. And I'm not much for spiritual wimps that can't handle reality very well, can't handle that they're not as good as somebody else, or somebody may be better than them. We're all unique. We have abilities that are very diverse. Some people are better in some areas and not so good in other areas. That is reality. You're supposed to make the most of what you have.
That is correct. And really, you need to be in competition with yourself and bettering yourself, but you also look and compare. And that criticism, that self criticism that builds you to be better than yourself the day before, gives you motivation and drive.
And if you pay attention to athletes, you'll find that they will check out other people that have come before them. They'll check out their competition and they'll figure out how to be better than them, how to take what they can from any source they can to become better. So they have no problem comparing themselves. They'll compare themselves and they'll figure out how can I do better.
Exactly.
So, and we need understanding of ourselves. That's the only way we can get the most out of ourselves. And I mentioned love before. Doesn't work very well unless you have understanding that comes with it. And how do you understand people unless you can compare yourself, figure out what they have that's different from you and how you can work together as a
Exactly.
team.
And it also gives you the ideas of where your limitations are. We have to be realistic in what we can do. I mean, I can't be a ballerina. And, I can strive and do those realistic goals for myself and know that it is okay that someone else is better. It goes into a parent mentality. You want your kids to be better than you, just like you want other people to be better than you, because that's how we can strive to be a better community, a better society. Is people's strengths and people's witness and weaknesses working together and with no false ego of those things.
I am very aware of limitations because I have a lot of limitations in what I can do. But that's why I'm so good in the area that I'm not so limited in. I was born rather specialized in what I was capable of. And I've been pretty well shut out in this world when it comes to the competition, not having a spot. And that's what I'm trying to do. What I'm trying to do now is to get into the competition. I'm a spiritual pioneer and I have that role because I took it. And there are only so many roles available, and I think I took a very limited role. And I'm trying to get out there so that people will understand, will see what capabilities I have, see that I'm very good in the spiritual. And the only way that can happen, like if you're not on the team, you can't compete. And I've been cut off the team. That's why this part of the Vived Enterprises has, I'm playing a role in it because I want to get on the team. I want to be out there so people can see how serious a person I am and how hard I have worked to become as good as I can be spiritually, and that other people can do the same. And I want them to compete with me. I seriously
Yes.
want them to compete with me, and good luck because I will not make it easy because I will push for my last breath to keep getting better and better and better. And that's what I want other people to do. I
Yes,
want them to push
exactly.
themselves. Um, I do all kinds of meditation and I'll get involved in explaining them in order to get better spiritually. You have to train spiritually. It's not about
Yes.
ideology so much. You want to have the best spiritual theories. Why? Because you want theories that are harder. And training's rough. You have to have theories that can handle it to help enable you to handle a lot of roughness.
You can't settle for things as well. You always have to know that you're pushing the boundaries to find those limits of yourself. Find the un it's not realistic to say there's unlimited possibilities of what we can do. That is true to the sense of being in the matter body and our brains and the way we function uniquely. We all have our roles, and we're okay with those spiritual roles when we have no false ego, when we have a pure ego that is okay to take in knowledge and give out knowledge, give and receive at the level that you can actually be at.
And often there are only so many jobs, so many slots available when one's
Yes.
applying for something. And only so many people are going to get it. And a lot of
Right.
people are not going to get it. And the difference between the people that get it and the people that don't get it will have to do with how hard they
How
try.
hard they push, and it is a shark world out there. And literally, you have to be spiritually up on your game, positively putting in the reflection of self-confidence, self-esteem. When people have low self-esteem and they're out there and they're playing the victim, they're not going to get very far. It's just a matter of time. It's the ones that are striving to really make something with themselves, push, push, push.
And you may think, well, I'm pushing really hard, I'm trying really hard. Well, I'll tell you right now, the people on this planet are not trying hard enough.
Yeah.
Because we have serious problems here that are not being dealt with. When you look at the news and everything, this world is not doing that well spiritually.
Yeah.
So we can try a lot harder, and that's what I'm here for. So all these wimps and all these people that, when they run into competition, their self-esteem gets hurt and all. Well, you have to get over it. Get over it. It's part of life.
I agreed when we had first, second, and third place ribbons for children. People need to be aware that there will be winners and losers. That's the name of the game, but it's the spiritual intensity that you drive yourself to really, that's what matters.
And I'm forgetting something out of everybody, because everybody has abilities that they can offer to this world. I truly believe that. And if they would push themselves hard enough, they would get it out of them. And often the people that have the most difficulty getting something out of themselves achieve the most.
Exactly.
So I have had my limitations, have had to overcome an awful lot. So I'm very aware of the fact that you just, and a lot of people are thrown away in our society. People that have unique talents and abilities that are thrown away because of this one-size-fits-all type of conformity we force on people in our educational system and all. Where these academic types think that their subject should be pushed on everybody. They have too big an ego, and they think everybody should be similar to them and have all the same knowledge that they have. We have to get over that and become practical. How can we get the most out of people? How can we teach them to get the most out of them, and stop teaching people things that they're going to forget afterwards? Teach them things that's relevant to them and what they're trying to do in this world.
Exactly. And that falls into what common sense will lead people to get. That is a spiritual thing. Common sense comes with and for the spiritual awareness of self.
And so I'm very much into us becoming more practical and more realistic. And it all starts with the spiritual. And to me, a lot of the beliefs that are out there are not practical, aren't oriented towards making a difference in this world and making things happen in a practical, realistic way with results that have impact on the serious problems that exist here.
Yes.
So this has been the subject of competition and comparison. I think we gave a little bit of that competitive energy out there to get people motivated.
We want to hear your questions. We want to hear your comments.
And we want you to subscribe.
Share
to this YouTube channel.
Yes, and every day think of how you can positively be a different you every day.
Thank you very much. This is Positive Vibes Enterprise.